Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. I got the large seahorse that everybody's been doing, so I thought that I would work on him today. Now, I am going to do green and purple in chrome powders and paint this mold, and then I'm going to fill him up with some resin. When you use chrome powders and you paint them on the mold, the color of the resin that you back it doesn't matter. It's not going to change the color. So I thought for around here, I'm going to do emerald green. These are from the Baltic Day 30 color set. So emerald green. For this little fin, I want to go lighter with the electric green. For his body, I want to do the dark pink. It looks purple to me. I'm doing pink and purple. I mean, purple and green. I guess you could say it's a pink, but it looks purple. I might mix some purple with it. And that's just regular purple. And then I got aquamarine that I thought I might do like around the tip of his tail and maybe on the edge of his snout. And I also got me a, Lord, I've misplaced it again, an eye that I'm going to glue in. This looks like it's kind of green and purple to me. So it's a 12mm glass eye, flat back, that I'm going to glue in there. I got this new little kit in the mail today. It's from Let's Resin, UV resin kit for bonding. It says 5 seconds curing. And I thought I would use it. I was watching somebody do a live or something on Amazon, and they had a discount code, and I thought I would try it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of resin down in there. And I'm going to pop those bubbles with a lighter. There we go. And then I'm just going to drop my little glass eye right on top of there. And I'm going to pop this thing off with the light. I guess you got to hold it down. And see if I can get this to cure. I actually ordered this because I wanted the light. And it wasn't but like $11 or something with the code. So, we'll try it. I don't know if this UV is any different than regular UV. It says 5 second curing. And it's made for bonding, so we'll see. Get the back side back here. I'm going to give it a little longer than 5 seconds, though. Okay. Now, he's in there. All right. Probably should have read the paper that comes with it, right? Is this a direction? I'm sure it is. Press and hold the switch to turn the light on. And use the USB port on the top to charge. Oh, it's rechargeable. Huh. Okay. That's cool. Oh, it's magnetic. Squeeze out proper amount of UV. Radiate the bonding parts for 5 to 10 seconds. Guess that's all it needs. Alright, let's move on. By the time I paint this mold up, I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse because it's going to take me a minute to paint this. But I'll see you back shortly. Alright guys, so I've got him filled up. Painted up, dusted him out, and I'm just going to say that whatever that UV resin is, I've got something in there. Whatever that UV resin is that Let's Resin made, it really works because it held the eye in. I slammed this thing down on the floor to get the extra resin out, forgetting I had glued the eye in. And I did it 3 or 4 times. I think I did about 3 times. And it never came out. So, all right. Now, I'm going to fill this up with green, I think, since I've got so much green. And it shouldn't change the color of anything. But I use black in so many things. And I love the color green. Green and yellow is my favorite color. If I can get it open. This is the Tea Expert epoxy pigment paste. Comes in a kit. On Amazon you get 6 colors, and it's usually like $30 for 6 colors, but right now they've got a 30% off thing going on, so you can get it for around $19 or so for all 6 pastes, which I think is a really good deal. So these are 50 milliliter each. I can get this back on there. And you get a red, yellow, green, blue, white, and black. And they work really well. I've not used the green, so let's see. I don't put a whole lot in there. I mean, there's no point. This is the back. I just do want... Ooh, that's a pretty green. I just want some color. Now, resin. This is a deep pour resin. It's a 2-to-1 resin. I did 7 ounces part B, 14 ounces part A, and I have 21 ounces in here. So guys, I just wanted to show you the color I was putting in there. I'm going to leave it kind of transparent. There's no point in getting it any darker than that, I don't think. But I'm going to mix this up for 4 minutes, and I'll see you back in just a moment. Alright guys, so I've got my resin mixed up. I've let it sit for about 5 minutes or so. You can see all the bubbles on top here. Just going to take my little heat gun. I just wanted to try to let it pop some bubbles on its own, because deep pour does not do good in the bubble remover. Okay, now there's a few on the stick. Alright, this does degas very well though. That's the good thing. Okay, I just want to slowly pour this so it can get in all those little areas and fill up every one of those little details down in there. There's a lot of ridges. I'm just hoping it'll fill it up and not have bubbles in those ridges. I'm not sure how much this mold's going to hold. I just guessed when I mixed up 21. It may need more. This deep pour, you can pour 2 to 4 inches. And it cures up pretty quick. 24 hours and you can demold this. So we'll be able to see it tomorrow. And it looks like it's filling up all the ridges really well. See if we can get it to go all the way up that tail. Okay. Well, I just spilt it on the mold itself. And I think we're going to have enough and have some extra. Good thing about deep pour, you got about an hour to work with it. Okay, let's let that sit for a second. Definitely going to have some extra. Now, I've got this mold. It's not going to take much I just got it in today from Oddity Abyss. It's a mouse holding a heart. And I don't know why I love this mold so much, but I do. So let's take our Mateo chrome powder and paint him up so we can pour some of that green in here. There's my silver. And we'll do his heart red. Let me get me some brushes here to paint him up. I'll make him a magnet and throw him on my refrigerator. Won't he be so cute? Maybe this one will work. Clean this off. One's got some gold on it. Okay. I'm just going to dust him up there as good as I can get him. I'm going to pull these little whiskies apart. Try to get down in there. Get your sides too. Don't want to forget your sides. But yeah, I seen this mold and I was like, oh my gosh. I just love that mouse. Like I said, I don't know why. I just do. I think he is so cute. And I'll put the link in the description for you guys. The thing I like about these chrome powders is it doesn't take a whole lot to paint these up. Probably way too much. I do want to make sure I get it down in that tail. Yeah, every little spot. My heart's going to be sprinkled with silver. And these powders stick to the molds really well. So that's awesome. All right, now let's get the rest of that heart filled with the red. See how well those bubbles just degas? And I think he's just about full. He's not going to hold much more. I got this mold off of this one off of Amazon from Julie Cut's Pouring Your Heart Out store. And I'll put her link for that in the description for you all. All right. So I got a mouse painted. And I got some other molds from them today too. All right. And she always sends, so I got this as a freebie mold, some little hearts. Oh, my aliens. I thought this was so cute. And I'll probably mix something in the green with that, because aliens are green, right? Little green people. Little green men. And jellyfish, I thought would be really cute earrings. So let's see. Let's just dust them up a little with one color. Clean that off and we'll put another color on them. And these are, what do you call them? Phoenix. So let's see if we can, I want to do them like an orange and a red. So I'm just going to kind of dust around in there a little bit, and then I'm going to go over with orange and really get down in there. I don't think there's an orange in this box though. No, not this box. Alright, I think that's all that I want to do. How about the ghosts? Oh my gosh, these are so cute too. Let me get this open here. And we're definitely doing the hearts. Well, we could do pink for the hearts on this one. And I got red right in the center of them suckers. Did you see? Let me try to get that red out. Now, I did the holographic silver for our mouse. I want just the regular silver for the ghosts. Okay. Get the sides. I need to make sure I get between those eyeballs there. There we go. Okay, and our other ghost. I can get down in his head. I think he needs a little more color down in there. Ooh, too much color. Okay, let's dust that out. Okay, clean this brush off again. Now let's see if we can get down in the heart. I think I've just stuck too much color down in there, but that's okay. As long as we get it. I don't want the green to shine through, you know? Okay. There we go. The heart, that got really good. This one down here, I'm not so sure about. Alright, now let's put some blue down in those. Let's do our orange first. Now for the orange, I'm using the Baltic Day Chrome Powders 30 color kit because it does have an orange. Okay. Now, let's see if we can get all these little areas in there with that orange. Kind of hard to get down in the head. You really got to pull it apart to get down in there. I have a feeling you're going to see some green through this one because of there's some small areas. I just hope there's no bubbles, no places that get missed by the resin. Okay. Get some more color here and see if we can get it up in those areas there. I'm probably going to have color that's going to be floating around. And whatever color touches the mold is the color that it's going to be. So I'm not really worried about it looking all orange because I know that red's going to shine through. And since we're using deep pour to fill these up, you got plenty of time. I might take the green and go over the alien. But you got plenty of time to do this. With deep pour resin. Okay, got the head. That is awesome. Get down in those little spots there. Okay, I think I've already got those, didn't I? Okay. Still wondering about that head, though. But I feel like there's a spot up in there. Can't really tell if got color in there or not. Okay. All right. We're going to leave that be. That's done. We need to... Is my red? I feel like he needs more red down in there. So let's put just a little more red. Down on that. I'm probably wasting a lot of color. And I may not even have enough to fill all this up, but I really think I will. Alright. Try to get all that red off there. I'll have to clean this thing. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this blue all over this octopus and see if we can make them a few different colors. Okay. One more. Okay. Now, green for them aliens. And then we can just start pouring. I don't like green. Aliens are kind of this light green color looking, right? This looks kind of light green. All right. Okay, he's not too bad. He's pretty easy to get the brush down in. Just swirling it around. Get his feet. All right. Let's start filling these up. There's all that out of the way. Now, we got the aliens. I need to really scoot this back a little bit here. And see if I need to fill up any more. I think you can use just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Okay. Just a little bit more. Okay. I believe that's all he's going to hold. Now, get my mouse that I think is so cute. Don't really want him too thick. These are some thick molds. Okay, I'm going to let that kind of level out on its own. Can you guys see that mouse? Okay, I just want to make sure. Let's do the phoenix. I don't like to fill these all the way up because of, like I said, they are thick molds. Okay. My mouse is good. I got a little too much. And my little ghost here, he's too thick. I want to make them into earrings. I don't want them to be real thick. I think my little alien needs... I'm going to have to clean him up because I just drizzled it right on his arm. Okay, now they look good. Now these little octopuses. Okay. I'm still going to have resin left. And I just dripped that one too. Hopefully it'll suck it down in there. These I do want to dome. They're just little bitties. They won't be too heavy. But man, that one's going to have a lot of cleanup because I just keep drizzling on him. Oh, I forgot to see how much our seahorse used, so I still have 4. This is probably 5, 21, so maybe 16 ounces of resin for the seahorse. Alright, let me see. I think I'm going to put one more drop in each one of those little. There's a drop. There's a drop. Now, what else do I want to do? I like to do things that I haven't done. What else molds did I order? Gotta look. Got a bunch of fairies. Don't really want to do fairies and mermaids. Got those butterflies. Aren't those cute? Just dripped some glitter. My bag of glitter that I got for free in here kind of had busted. So we could do some butterflies. I think I got some silver on one of those. Green butterflies, and let's put some crushed crystal in there. And this stuff's going to be a lot to take a while to cure up, isn't it? Deep pour resin in all these little tiny molds. I am going to take some heat down through that and just pop a few little bubbles there that I see. Okay. We're going to do a few of these butterflies, and then we're going to find something to just, you know, like my little turtles. Let's do them. These are from Into Resin, and they are really cute. Okay, and this might take all of it. Then if we have anything left, then we can do some butterflies. Okay. Because I think we're still going to have more. I've still got left. Let's do another Into Resin mold here. Turtles. I really thought that seahorse would take more than what it did. I'm surprised. Alright, now we can do a few little butterflies. Sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate. It's very difficult for me to fill in small molds. I just went over on that one. Okay, let's see. Are they all about the same? Yeah. So far they are. See if we can fill a couple completely full. Okay. Might as well finish it off. Okay, I've got a little bit left. Everything looks full. The seahorse can't hold anymore. I've got these little bitty butterflies, and they only take a drop. You just put one little drop in each one of these, and it kind of just levels itself out. That one I think I put too much. Yeah, gotta scrape that off. Some of them I don't have enough. My drop wasn't big enough. I have a little bubble in that one. I'm trying to pop it. There we go. These little molds I think came from Amazon. If you get too much, you just scrape it into the next one. The little thin parts just peel off. We're going to fill this mold up too. And still have some more. Just bubble in that one. I don't want a wing to be missing. And I'm dripping everywhere. You probably couldn't even see the butterflies, could you? I did it off camera. Oh no. Alright. What else? You know what? I think I'm just going to dump what's left. And I'm going to have a thick magnet. At least he's going to be a magnet, right? Scrape the rest of this out. Now, we're going to have a lot to demold, guys. One more drip. I should be safe. Alright. Let that drain. Now, I'm going to clean this off. Okay. And that is it, guys. We've got everything poured. I need to change my sticks out. Put my dry ones up. Now, you can Poppy bubbles. These I think I'll just spritz with a little alcohol. And our seahorse looks good. Alright guys, I'll see you back for the demold. Alright guys, it's been 24 hours, so we should be able to demold every bit of this. It is still a little soft, you can see, but that will harden up on its own. And it's going to take a while because this is deep pour. So let's start with a few of these little butterflies. If you guys can see that, aren't those cute? And every one of them are the same. So we're just going to pop all these out. I've got a little cup I put them all in. You can use these to glue on your little figurine animals or put into pieces, whatever you want. That one's got a little overflow. I'll have to deal with that after it completely cures. I've got a little flower in that overflow. I'll have to get that later. Makes quite a few little tiny butterflies. You could use these in a shaker. That'd be cute. Alright. Now I know I got a cup of them somewhere. Here we go. Put those in there. That way I don't scatter them everywhere. Alright, let's go with our ghosts next. And I did link Odyssey Abyss. That's cute. He's got a little cleanup to do, but he's really cute. You can see how thick these molds are, and I didn't even fill them up all the way. But they'll still make cute little earrings. Do a hook on that. Okay. Let's do our little jellies. Yeah, he's definitely got some cleanup. Don't really see the red in him a little bit, but see that little fella? And our last one. He's more red and blue. Alright, this is an into resin mold. And the discount code and links in the bottom for their site. Got a little cleanup to do on him. He's so cute. He's just so sparkly. He didn't need any cleanup on the bottom. He's flat. You can see that sparkle in there. Do you see that? And his little eyeballs. His little mouth. Okay. Bigger turtle. This is a little sea turtle. You see, he's got a little star on his back. You can see his little shimmer. A little cleanup on him as well. His bottom will need trimmed. I must not have filled him up all the way. And that's an into resin mold. This is an into resin mold. Look how shiny. I love that sparkle. He's so cute. Okay. My mouse. This one is for me. He's going on my Frigidaire. Oh, look, I can feel his heart in. He's going to be a little magnet. Got some cleanup. But I love him. Look how it's holographic, like my fingernails. I just think that is the cutest thing. Alright, we got some aliens. These will be earrings as well. Quite large earrings, but some people like our large earrings, right? But you could make magnets out of them too. I got some little magnets you can glue on the back. I'm going to have a lot of cleanup to do, guys. Alright, now our Phoenix. He kind of all went one color. Can't really see a whole lot of red in him. It's more orange. And this one I think is more red. Yep, I'm going to have a lot of cleanup. I'll probably on the backs fill them in with some UV resin and just glue little magnets on them. Now, all of our little butterflies. I did some thinner ones. Whoops. Did little thin ones. That way we can make some earrings. And then these are thin ones. Very pretty. You can see the sparkle. These are a little thicker. And then I filled these mostly full. And you could use these to put in other pieces as well. And these are full. All right. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. It's going to have to lay here anyways to completely cure. And once it's completely cured, then I will trim them up and do whatever. Make sure all these are turned up the right way. And my little mouse. Now, our big seahorse. I can't wait to see this. I've thought about this all day today. I hope it looks good. To me, it's easier sometimes just to demold this way. Trying to be careful around this tail because it goes thin. Okay. Now, my mold looks like it's coming away clean. Let's see about the eyeball. Yep. Got a little purple, but that was me touching the mold. Oh, isn't he pretty? Look at that. Did you see his eye? Isn't that gorgeous? His nose, the tip of it's a light green. And he kind of gets darker as he goes to the bottom. Oh, I think he's so pretty. Love those chrome powders. Alright guys, I will see you all back for the next video. I'll see you then.